Da-da-da! I did it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Welcome to Welcome back, we should say,
Yes.
to High Heels Happy Hour.
And I am I am Christina.
Ooh. Oh,
I'm Ingrid.
Yes, we're trading personalities today.
Yeah.
I am Christina.
I was looking into your eyes. I was like, "Ooh, Christina."
Oh,
I am
did I
Christina.
mesmerize you?
Yes, you did. Okay.
Ooh. So we shouldn't assume everyone is welcome back. Hopefully there's some new people that just found us. And if you just found us, welcome. This is the podcast where we talk about everything that can improve our lives, which is also known as self-improvement. But I think that, self-improvement sounds like just such a category. And I just picture books, those self-help books. This is a lot more. We talk about life in general, because I think everything in life can be some kind of self-improvement, right?
I concur.
That's why we choose this category to put our show in. We started off in the entrepreneurial category.
Mm-hmm.
So the first couple of episodes were a little more kind of business oriented because we're both entrepreneurs. But hey,
we noticed a lot of the stuff that we do every day.
Yep,
helped us with
business and life and everything in general. And we both forgot to put our rings on. We are married, but if you're on YouTube, it looks like we're not. Because we learned yesterday that apparently some men look for that when they're out in bars.
Yes.
Oh,
purposely.
Goodness. Yeah, we should check in and talk about our week. So, well, I can start. So we had the last fundraiser for Dancing with Vera Stars. Woohoo! And it was another one that Ingrid was deeply involved with. She's been deeply involved with all of them, except for the Zumba ones. You've been there.
I've been there, but
organizing
Zumba's
those.
not mine.
But so we had a beach bar for the babies and we should give a big shout out to Waldo's here in Vero Beach. Lee and crew, super generous, donated drinks or liquor that we could sell in this bar, and 100% of the proceeds went to my fundraising campaign and to Healthy Start. And there are a lot of day drinkers, we learned, in the bar on a Sunday. It was a beautiful Sunday. It was like Florida at its best. But there was some interesting men there, especially one, pink shirt. He was interesting.
Yeah.
He started with me because he thought that I looked like Annie Lennox of Eurythmics, if all you know who that is. And then I told him I didn't think my husband would appreciate if I went out with him. And then he looked at my hand and said, "Oh, I didn't look properly and see if you had a ring on." And then he went on to Ingrid, who didn't have her rings on. So he thought that she was just, up for grabs.
What did he say? He says, "I know where you're from." And I was like, "Oh, go ahead, guess." He's like, "You're Puerto Rican." I was like, that was a good guess. And he's like, "Oh, I know my Puerto Ricans." And I was like,
yeah, let's not. We shouldn't waste airtime on him. But apparently, looking at rings in bars is what men do.
And I didn't wear it because I was going to be serving.
And sometimes I forget, especially since we're in my house. I usually take them off when I come home, and I just forgot to put them on. So, anywho, otherwise the week was good. And in the time of recording this, it is the last week before Dancing with Vero Stars. Then I'm not going to talk about that ever again. Unless I win, then I'll talk about it. But
and besides that, it was Veterans.
It was Veterans Day too.
Yes, so
it was a big weekend for you.
It was. I am exhausted.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I am very.
Yes. You can take the week off from fundraising.
Yes, thank you. So but it was great. I will tell you that I had the opportunity to talk, and I spoke to you about it at Quail Valley.
Yeah.
And talk about humble pie.
Mm.
Really quick, I met a Korean War veteran.
Mm.
I spoke to a World War II veteran and Vietnam veterans.
Yeah, wow.
And I felt like I should be sitting down and listening to them talk. because
Well, World War II, there are not a lot of them left.
no,
They're-
and he was up. He spoke about stuff. And one thing I will share with you. So when you join now the service, you pick your branch of service. You take a test,
Mhm.
and every branch has a certain score you have to get.
Yeah.
So back in Vietnam, you would go up even before you graduated high school
Oh,
because they didn't want to
gosh.
get drafted. They would go up and say, "Okay, I want to go in the Navy." Okay,
Oh.
you're going in the Army, and they would check off Army. So
What? Because they
they
didn't
just
want you?
felt like it.
Oh.
And
Wow.
I'm listening to them talk. So they would tell the buddy behind them, say, "Hey, pick this one if you want to go to that one." So they would pick Navy because they wanted to go into the Army or vice versa. But can you imagine?
What, they didn't want people to go where they wanted?
They
They didn't
didn't
want them
care.
to be. Oh,
They did not
wow.
care. And
Hmm.
it was just, and some of them, when I heard that they enlisted, they enlisted, they graduated, and they were all shipped out.
Wow.
So before they even turned 18, they were already
man.
in Vietnam. So
yeah.
it was
Well,
very,
thank you
very,
to all of you who served in some capacity or who have been a support spouse for
Yes.
someone who served. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So it was very,
crazy.
very touching. So
Yeah.
but
Good.
let's get to the fun part.
Yes.
Funner part. But no, it was great. Good weekend. Glad we're done with the fundraising.
Yes.
And now it's time to get dressed.
Yep. Now it's time to get
for the holiday.
Prettied up and oh yeah, I was thinking about next week. I need to I'm gonna go see Miss Ingrid tomorrow for my facial and my brows and my just, above the neck checkup.
Check up from the neck up.
Yes. And then it's not break a leg. I do not want to break a leg,
No.
but Anywho, we need our hack.
Oh.
Okay. What's your hack?
Okay, so my hack is toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
Her hack is toilet paper. She uses paper when she goes to the toilet.
So the roll of toilet paper.
Uh-huh.
Put it over your wrapping paper so it doesn't kind of unwind. And if it's a little larger, you can just cut a little slit in it, but it keeps it together. And a bonus today is, and I will link it to the show notes, it's an e.l.f. wrapping paper cutter, and it looks like toilet paper roll, and it's kind of, it doesn't close completely, but it has a little blade. So you slide it and it cuts the paper without having to figure out, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm doing scissor little notions, scissors.
Yeah.
And you know how you have to cut it with the scissors and slide it?
And I'm really bad at cutting straight. So it's
yeah, so this literally, you just slide it.
Oh.
It's like a razor.
Okay.
So
with the toilet paper holder, I can see that because even if it expands, unless you buy your wrapping paper from Sam's Club, because those rolls. So I am still on the same roll I've had for the last, 4 years. There have been a few other papers involved, but that paper roll never runs out.
Well, then you might need a I don't know.
I'm not complaining. I got a lot for my money, but yeah, no, but yeah.
With the exception of Christina.
Well, unless you buy them at Sam's Club, you can use this chick. Otherwise you need a tire to hold them together.
So how about you?
So for those of you that are new, don't know, but I was a vegetarian for 34 years, and I announced on this show to Ingrid that I had started eating meat. So this hack might not be so strange to a lot of people, but if you've known my background, it will be very. This is my new favorite snack.
I thought when she took it out, it was Georgie's
It's beef
snacks.
jerky. So, of course, this is the stuff I looked at and went, ooh, how can people eat that stuff? But of course, since I do listen to a lot of health podcasts and stuff, people were talking about, it's great if you want to throw in an extra protein snack. There's always beef jerky or beef sticks. And I'm like, So I started looking at ingredients, and not all of them are good, but I found this one at Target. It's a Tillamook. And it really has no sugar, so no carbs, but it really has great protein content. So if you need, so I keep it in my car, and if I'm feeling like I need something, I just chew on a few of these. It's really good. And if you're, we've talked about the importance of protein, especially as we age. If you're not quite getting up your macros, you can throw in a few of these here and there. It's really good. I never thought I would ever eat
This is
something
very
like this,
surprising. Can I see?
but it is really good. So yeah, has this one has I like the teriyaki flavor. Some
I
of them
do
do
too.
have some sugar added to it, so I don't like those.
This is really good. It
But
has 14 grams of protein.
I know. That's
for
great.
an ounce.
I know. And it doesn't go bad, so you can keep it in your car.
Yeah, I like this.
So that's my hack to get more protein. Very surprising.
Love it.
Yes. All right. So today we are we've been talking about lately a little bit of everything, but we've talked about saving money and, how we can eat on a budget and do things on a budget. And let's face it, times are a little tough. I know my business has been a little slower this year.
I've been a little slow.
So people are holding on to the purses a little tighter. And that's when we gotta be a little smarter with what we already have. So today, I am going to go through 10 ways you can go shopping in your own closet. Da, da, da. With like a few minor exceptions, but you're not going to spend hardly any money. Maybe a tiny bit, but hardly any money. So, and this is something I do teach a lot for my clients, kind of about how you repurpose what you already have. And because most of us don't have an issue of not having any. Most of us have too much. We just can never find exactly what we want. And we only use about 20% of our wardrobe 80% of the time. So the other 20%, we might use a special gown for a wedding or something like that. That's not something that's in constant rotation. Otherwise, we default to the same 20% every time. Because it's comfort also, and it's also the brain can only process so much, and it's also that the other 80 is either we really don't like it, but we know we spent money on it, so we're afraid to throw it out, or it's the wrong size, but we're hoping we're going to get back into it. So yeah, but definitely when we've spent a lot of money on items, we have a really hard time letting it go. Regardless of the fact that you're never going to wear it again. But people, I know, since I do closet audits,
you see that
professionally, I see it a lot. People, especially when it comes to brand clothes, if you've spent on a purse I had one client who had 5 closets in her house. She's used every bedroom. She used all of them. And she had a lot of haute couture. So she had Chanel's and she had Gucci's, she had, and which is lovely, and they were in great condition, but they were all dated. They were all they were not pieces that she would ever bring out because the shoulder pads were way too big, or it was just off. So I asked her, "Are you ever going to wear these again?" No. So I said, "Well, either you frame them and hang them up, or you get rid of it and sell it if you can, because there's always people collectors out there, and if you can afford to keep it, sure, but." She really wanted more space in her closet for new things. And then
5 closet. I think that's what I have in my house.
Well, she used every closet in her house.
Yeah.
She was living by herself. So she just went on to the next one, to the next one. Yeah. So
all right.
Space isn't always a good thing because we tend to just fill it up. So shopping in your own closet. Are you ready?
Let's go.
How we get the most bang for our buck. And I think now, coming up with the holidays, there's usually a lot of events and stuff. So this is good timing because you might feel like, gosh, I can't go out and spend more money on another evening gown or cocktail dress. It's the same people I saw last year, but how can I reuse what I have? So number 1 is first to declutter. I will say all of this is going to take a little time. It's not something you do in an afternoon, but if you do spend some time doing this, dedicate some time to it, it's going to pay you back plentiful. these steps too, 1 through 10, build on each other. That's why we need to start from the beginning by decluttering, or what you could do your own little closet audit. I will also link, I have some free PDF guides on
Oh,
how to
yeah.
do closet audits and clean your closet. So I'll link that up. But you really need to take inventory of what you have and get rid of things that you know for sure you are not going to wear, or that you, quite frankly, don't even like. So get rid of the things that are no brainer, they're out of here. And then that's when you start after that. So when you've done that, then it's time to, number 2, organize your closet, or organize not just your closet, but your wardrobe, what you have in there. And how do you organize? You organize by category. So tops, long sleeve tops, tank tops, and then bottoms, short skirts, dresses, and then you do it in color as well.
So
So
by
white tops,
item.
black tops, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Yeah.
By
So by
items
item
by
and by
color.
color. And in the guide, I explain this exactly too. So, but it's really important because that's the only way you could completely get a complete overview of what you actually have. Because if it's all hanging mixed, you're not going to find things. So you need to see. And when you do that, when you take inventory and see what you have, you will notice like, oh, shoot, I have 45 black tops, but I have 1 white or 1 pink or 1 whatever. Then you know, okay, I probably don't need to buy any black tops in a really long time. Because I think another reason why we end up with so much clothes is that we keep buying the same thing and we forget that we had it in our closet because it got hidden. Because, you know, out of view, out of mind.
Out of sight,
out of sight, out of mind. So what you don't see, you don't pay attention to.
Makes sense.
Okay, so we got to bring it all out from the shadows. That's number 2, organize. And then number 3, now we're going to start having fun with our clothes. Now we're going to mix and match. So again, we do get stuck in a rut often with our clothes. So we keep wearing the same top and the same skirt. Oh, that top goes with that skirt, or that blouse goes with those pants.
Yeah.
And you don't see the interaction between other things that, oh, wait, that top can actually work with that skirt. I even have a lot of clients, before I'm done with them, that hang their outfits together. So that top hangs with that skirt. Well, then you're never going to see it when you bring out another skirt. So that's why you need to keep the tops for themselves, skirts for themselves. Otherwise, you're never gonna mix and match. Otherwise, you're gonna keep wearing.
Doing something.
No. So let me give you a tip there. What you do if you want to make it easy on yourself when you find your outfits that you like, and you know, like that top goes great with that skirt, take a picture of it, but don't hang them together.
Okay.
You take a picture of it, you save it in your phone as your outfit album.
Okay.
So then you can just scroll. This is in the PDF too. You could just scroll through if you're stuck. You're like, I don't know what to wear. Go to your outfit album and you see.
How fun is that?
I know, it's like your own lookbook. We call it a lookbook.
Huh.
But it's great when you mix and match. Try to and you can do it blind. You can just take a top, take a bottom, put them on and say, oh, they didn't work at all. Or, just like you blindly pick things. It's really fun because you will come up with new variations that you never thought were possible.
I like that.
Yeah. You need to have fun in your closet. Can I also tie this episode back to another older episode or that we just had a few weeks ago? The NEAT, non-exercise.
Oh, yes.
Yes, activity thermogenesis. Trying on clothes is a great NEAT exercise.
I hate trying
you're
on
getting
clothes.
that in. So if you hear something in the background, it's Chase the dog is here for play date today, and he is not happy that his mommy is not there. Oh, he will get over it, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, number 4. So we have mixed and matched. Now we're going to create our base wardrobe, which is also known as a capsule wardrobe. He's very sad. We might have to take a break. Or do you think he'll be fine?
I think, hold on.
I'm going to keep the door a little open today to our podcast studio.
Sit. No, sit.
There you go, cheese.
Can you see it on there? If it's open a little?
You can see, but that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Stay. Side.
So those of you on YouTube, you get the full experience. You get to see this. We'll probably edit that out in the voice only one. Okay, so number 4, create a capsule wardrobe. So you didn't like that? What, Chase? Can you put him in here?
Okay, down.
There we go.
Come down.
There we go. It's the first time we're 3 people in here. Or not people, but 3 living things.
Let's try this again.
Okay, so now if you hear some heavy breathing, it is not Ingrid. It is
It might be
Chance
Ingrid.
the dog that's now on the floor in the podcast studio. Yes. All right. So back to our list. Number 4.
Yes.
Capsule wardrobe. So we've mixed and matched and come up with some new combinations. Creating a capsule wardrobe, it's kind of like your basic go-to wardrobe. And this is something where a lot of pieces can be mixed and matched. So it's not a lot of patterns here.
Okay.
Because if you have pattern and pattern, they don't mix and match very well. But it is those classic pieces that you can always go to. Great for travel, for instance, because then you can bring fewer pieces if you can mix and match. So you can have the same pants or skirt, and you can just bring a few different tops to mix it with, instead of bringing, you know, all of it, several outfits you can do. So capsule wardrobe is always good to have as a base, and then you can add fun things to it. But when you won't know your capsule wardrobe before you waded through everything and before you started mixing and matching and seeing, you know what, this top really goes with a lot of what I have, or vice versa. These pants are my go-to pants and I am going to wear them at all meetings, or yeah. So a capsule wardrobe is a great place to start with. Create that, and again, take pictures of it, and then we can add to it as we go along. But again, great for travel, because then you need to bring fewer pieces.
Which is good, especially now when you fly everything.
Yeah, especially if you only want to bring a carry-on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I've started now. If I'm only going for a few nights, I'll bring out fall, winter, 1 pair of pants, 1 pair of jeans.
How many pairs of shoes?
I bring less shoes for winter, because you can bring 1 pair of boots, and that's what I'm gonna. Summer is like, oh no, I have high heels and low heels and flats and blah blah blah. I have a couple of boots that have a little bit of heel, but not much, that I can walk in forever. So I bring less for winter.
Okay.
Strangely enough, but also for so if you have a good pair of jeans or a good pair of slacks, whatever it is, you can bring just 3 tops.
Yeah.
That doesn't take a lot of space. You can really roll those up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, capsule wardrobe is a great starting point. Then we can have some more fun, because now we've gone through the basics of your closet or your wardrobe. A great place to go for inspiration is, yes, you can go to magazines, but what's the best place for inspiration?
Besides, I think Pinterest.
Yes, Pinterest. If you've never been on Pinterest, well, you've probably heard me talk about it. It is a wonderful world.
I think it's just too much for me, but
No,
I
I
will.
use it a lot for work because it's easy to create boards and it's just a great organization
Maybe that's
tool.
why, because I'm not very great.
Okay,
So I'll
maybe you
try
need to
it.
take a Pinterest class from me.
Okay.
Yes, I use it for my recipes too. Most of my recipes I find on Pinterest, and I just create different boards with
Huh.
different recipes.
Maybe
Yes.
we could do how to do a
How to
Pinterest board.
Pinterest?
Yes.
Well, that's
Ooh.
gonna hard on a voice on a audio.
We could do like a video.
Yeah, we could do video.
Huh.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. Who knows? New things for the new year. But Pinterest is great for inspiration and it's really easy to search. So you can put in, say that now you have this out or these clothes that you know you like and you've waded through the ones you don't. Hey, get some outfits for a red pair of pants that you happen to have in your closet.
Mhm.
And then you will get a bunch of inspirational pictures for that. Or you can, if you know that you like a certain style, say, I want some rock and roll chic images. You will get that.
Huh.
So then you can see, wait, I have a top like that, or I have a bottom like that, or I have a belt like that. Maybe I can recreate this outfit with what I already have. So great way for find new inspiration and also find inspiration for things that you already have in your closet. So speaking of belts and other things that you can add, accessories. Now we start
Ooh.
adding, you know, the cherries on top or the icing on our little cake.
I love accessories.
Yes. So accessories really, so you have, especially if you start with that capsule wardrobe, adding accessories to it, that's where we put in all the flavor. So, you know, the little black dress can be just a black dress, or it could be so many different things. Again, when you travel, accessories are key. We talked about scarves the other week, great accessory. Another one are jewelry, which we also love. Shout out to our favorite jewelry places, LPL Creations and Treasure Lane Boutique.
Yes.
So fun accessories like different earrings, necklaces, bracelets, all of that, scarves can really change the look of the outfit. Same thing with belts. Not everyone can wear belts. And if you don't know whether or not you should use a belt, check out my body shape.
That
PDF.
yes,
It's
definitely.
not
Because
all body shapes should wear belts.
and then earrings too. A lot of people have a capsule for earrings. I think they should step away from that
Yes.
and have really a lot of fun with
Yes.
accessories and
Colors,
yes.
different metals,
Shapes,
beads.
yes.
Yes. So fun.
because
So fun.
you know usually if a woman's in a business suit,
Mhm,
it's
mhm.
very kind of plain.
Yeah.
But if you have fun with your earrings, it doesn't have to be big, but
Yeah.
just really
I
different.
mean, you
and
guys
pretty.
do that. You guys are in scrubs.
Yes.
And the way you dress up, you and Cheryl, is with your accessories, with your earrings and your necklaces, which I think is fabulous.
It adds to it.
Yeah.
You always have print. It's just always
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
So I love accessories.
Now, I will say one thing with belts. If you buy a dress that comes with a belt, often, you know, there's that tie belt that's the same fabric as the dress. Switch that out. Don't use the belt that comes with the dress or the top.
Okay.
Put on another belt.
But do you do the
Spices
same
up.
fabric or do you use
Doesn't have to be. I love my wraparounds, a leather belt. You can never go wrong.
Okay.
No, spice it up. That changes everything because the belt that comes with the outfit or with the dress is so expected. Throw in another belt in a different color or different fabric. It just adds so much more flavor to the outfit.
Okay.
And then you can take off the belt and you can use that belt for something else.
Sure.
Huh. Yes, and some of them, if they're just fabric, you can use them as little scarves. See, there's a world of opportunities out
I
there.
love it.
Yeah, and hats, of course, too. If you're a hat person,
I like hats.
I like the idea of a hat, but I look ridiculous in it because it looks like I have no hair.
Oh, well,
But also, I don't have a face for a hat. I think it just looks strange on
I
me.
do. I love hats.
Oh well, good for you. Then you have fun with hats. I can't. I'm just jealous. Love the idea. The only time I do it, it's on the beach, and then I like myself a great sun cowboy hat, like a
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
woven cowboy hat. That's my favorite. Another accessory we should not forget are shoes. This is the high heel happy hour after all. Shoes are very important, but shoes also can change an outfit
Yes.
completely. But think about that when you travel. Don't bring too many shoes. So start with the shoes and build your outfits from there. So have that one pair of boots that you love,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can have what outfits goes with these shoes.
Yeah, that is true.
And now the trick is to match your accessories with your shoes. So you can have a black dress or whatever color dress, and then you have red shoes and red earrings. Something like that. That's just fun. Okay. But accessories is especially to a capsule wardrobe. It's a little more plain. It's so important and so fun. It's also much cheaper investment to buy some fun, you know, fun, cheaper jewelry that you can mix and match than buying
Then a whole new dress.
Yes, exactly. Okay, number 7. Now we've tried on our clothes and outfits. Now we need to see what needs alteration. So full disclosure, I probably alter about 80% of all the clothes that I buy.
And full disclosure, I did not know that until we started, really doing the clothes.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I just had stuff that was too big
Mhm.
or usually not too small.
Yeah. No,
I mean-
usually too big or too wide or too long or too
Yes.
just unshapely is where I see most people go wrong. They're just a little.
No, I did. It had like a bell shape.
Well, yes, that was not the shape for you.
No, but it's we all go to comfort. So
Yeah.
it wasn't
Yep.
fitted. It wasn't. It was just.
And also
there.
sometimes we need, because our bodies are not, except for Ingrid, that's perfectly proportioned. Most
Did
of
you
us
all
are
hear
not
that?
perfectly proportioned. Well, we can do a whole podcast of Ingrid's perfect proportions. But we're not perfectly proportioned, so we might have to buy a size bigger to fit our shoulders or a size bigger to fit our hips. But then it's going to be too big somewhere else. And
Mhm.
instead of using alterations, we now have clothes that look completely.
I think it's
off.
once I figured out how to use it, I think
Mhm.
it's great because
Yeah.
it fits you
Yeah.
really
And
well.
two, when you go, I love a good consignment store. Shout out to Threads. Or just if you find something on sale that might not be perfect, but you love it and it's good in most places, you just need to tweak it. That's such a good investment.
Yeah.
When you get things altered, it fits you like a glove. It's like getting it custom made. So alterations, finding a good alteration person, shout out to Geneva and Marina's here in town, is super important. And it could change everything, because clothing that are misshaped for your body shape are going to make you look, most of the times, heavier than you are. It's also going to make it look kind of like you just rolled out of bed.
And we don't want that.
Yeah. So alterations are key. Another thing you can do with alterations, which is more than just that, because most of the time is hemming, shortening something that's too long, or maybe just taking something in a little bit in the waist or along the sides. You can completely repurpose some clothes that you have.
You've done that.
Yes. I do that a lot. So say that you have a dress that you kind of don't like it as a dress, or it's either too short or it's just you're not you're not feeling it anymore. A lot of it you can turn into a top.
You have done that.
Yes.
Because I remember seeing you and I was like, wait, that was you got a top too? And you said, no, this was a dress. I made it a shirt. I was like, what?
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
Or if you have a sleeved top and you just don't like, well, make it a sleeveless. I've had dresses I bought that were long sleeve that in Florida I didn't use that much, so I just took the sleeves off. Made it a
What?
sleeveless. Yeah.
She is holding out on me.
No, you just don't pay attention when I
Oh.
tell you things. So yeah, long pants can become shorts. Dresses can become tops, and yeah,
Pants can become shorts.
So tops can become sleeveless tank tops. Yes.
Huh.
So fun. All there already in your closet.
Oh, I can't wait to do my closet again.
Yeah. And then number 8, something we do a lot in my style club, which Ingrid is a part of. Shout out to Style Club.
Yay.
We do a clothing exchange.
That
or
I like.
a clothing. What, you didn't like the other ones?
No, no, but it's nice.
Yes.
It spices up.
Spices things up. So a clothing exchange or clothing swap is something you can organize with your group of friends or a church or, I don't know, family, whatever. You should probably all be the same sex. It's easier if you do it with females. And you don't have to be the same sizes because we all have fluctuated in weight. So you can bring in something that's too small and it will be perfect for someone else, or something that's too big and that will be perfect for someone else. But things that you don't like, yes, you can consign, but you can also do clothing swaps. So the whole thing here is that you don't exchange money at all. You just bring in, hope that someone else will love your piece, your pre-loved pieces, and then you shop around the others' pre-loved pieces and take whatever you want.
I know, it's been fun.
Yeah.
I've gotten really cute.
Yeah, so we do that at Style Club when we have get-togethers. People bring in, you can take what you want, leave what you want. No money changes hands, but a lot of pieces have gotten great new homes.
Yeah.
So clothing shop swaps is refreshing your wardrobe without spending money. Then number 9, this is a challenge. I think you should take it. I'll take it too. It's the wardrobe challenge. And what it is I think for a week, try to wear a new piece out from your closet. It could be a top, can be a bottom, can be a dress, but something new each day that you haven't worn in a while. Mic drop.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Or a combination you haven't worn before.
Okay.
But something you should challenge yourself to something new every day.
Okay.
Like not buy new in your closet.
Okay.
Already existing. Say, you know what, this top I haven't worn in a while. I'm going to wear it today and then I'll see, maybe I hate it. Then I know it needs to go.
Okay, so it's on.
It's on.
Okay.
Yeah. So wardrobe challenge, I'd love to hear in the Facebook group how we do that, how it's going.
Huh.
And then the last one, number 10, learn some styling tips.
Huh. I wonder
well, if you feel, because we can give you all this information and you can feel like, I don't know what's right. I don't know if it fits me. I don't know what colors I should wear. I know nothing. Then it's a great investment in yourself to learn some basic styling principles.
And now, where would one?
Well, there are different options. So if you go on Facebook, there's a lot of people selling styling classes or online courses. I happen to have one too, called the Bring Your Style Bootcamp. It's a digital course. So you can do it as fast or as slow as you want. It's with you forever. It's about 3 hours of recorded time. I'll probably do a special.
What?
I'll do a special link in the show notes. for anyone listening, they get a special deal. I put it in the Facebook group too. For the it's normally $127, but I will do a special for that. So can you find free tips? Yes, of course. You can search Pinterest. You can search Google and find basic styling tips. I will say though, because I do it myself all the time to see what's out there, some of them are a little bit generic to where, sure, that works for one person, but it doesn't work for that person. So unless you know whether or not this is for you, it might not be the best information. I think finding out the basic principles, like your body shape and how to dress that shape, your best family of colors, what your style and your personal brand is, those things, once you know that, then you can search online and know that, well, I need to look for a bold chic in a hourglass figure. Then you know. But if you don't know the basics, it's really easy to get confused with a lot of the information. So my tip is start with the basics, learn the basic foundations of your style, and then you can surf around for free, fun information.
Yeah, because even when we've talked about buying items, a lot of people buy things on sale.
Yes.
But at the same time, you can buy something.
Saving money can be really costly if you keep buying the wrong things.
Because you can buy a color that works for you, but not the cut.
Yes.
Or it can be too short. I mean, I am perfectly proportioned.
Yes.
However, if I buy something that's too high on the waist, because I am proportioned, my torso looks small.
Yeah. Yep. It's really
it's a
easy
really
to
cute dress, but it doesn't do me any good.
When it comes to dressing for your body shape, it's all about learning the tricks to enhance the things that are great and minimize the things that are unproportionate.
And usually people will accentuate what they hate.
Yeah.
By accident, because they don't know where to put what. So it does make a big difference.
It makes a huge difference. And it saves you a lot of money.
Because then you don't even have to worry about buying it. You just don't buy it.
Yep. So
definitely check it out.
However you decide to do it, learn the basic principles of style. And that will work with. It's one of those things I always say, you should learn it in school, because these are things you make decisions on every single day. But of course, we don't. So you can go to my school if you want to. It's a 3-hour school. It's really short. All schools should be 3 hours.
Yeah. My babies would agree.
Yeah. All right. So those are my top 10 tips on shopping in your own closet.
Love it.
Great.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
So again, stay tuned for the deal.
Yes.
I don't even know the deal.
I don't know either. I just thought of it. So I will, there will be a deal. It would be good.
And let us know. I'm
Might be
start
50% off. Why not?
What?
Why not? I mean, if you're a listener of this show, you should get rewarded. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. It will be for a limited time. They will be stated in there, the limited time. But this is all happening on the fly. So yeah.
Well, a lot of stuff happened on the fly today. We're learning how to hang out with Chance.
Hang out with dogs that miss their mommy.
Miss my mom.
Yeah.
My sweet boy.
Yeah.
So this was fun. I liked it. I'm gonna take you up on the challenge.
Great. So wear something new. Not new, but something you haven't worn in your closet every day this week. A new thing every day this week.
Huh. Great. It's on. What is it? Till next time.
Until next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.